My beloved child, I speak to you with a heart full of love and compassion. You may not feel strong today. You may feel tired, worn down, unseen. But I see you. I know you. I have numbered the hairs on your head. You are not just a face in the crowd. You are mine. You wonder why the journey has been so heavy. You've questioned whether I've gone silent, or if you've somehow wandered too far from my reach. Let me tell you plainly, I have never left your side. Even in the silence, I am speaking. Even in your weakness, I am working. Even in your tears, I am collecting every one. I am not a distant God. I am your Father, your Savior, your closest friend. You've been disappointed by people, I know that. They promised to stay, and they left. They said they loved you, and then they hurt you. You gave your trust, and it was broken. And now, it's hard for you to trust anyone, including me. But listen carefully. My child, I will never abandon you. I will never betray you. I will never stop loving you. My love is not like theirs. It doesn't waver with mood or moment. It isn't conditional on your performance. It isn't weakened by your past. It is steady. It is eternal. It is safe. You've been trying so hard to hold everything together, your family, your emotions, your responsibilities. And I see the way you smile through the weight. I see the way you encourage others while your own heart is aching. And so I whisper this to your spirit now. You don't have to carry it alone. Let me take that weight. Let me be your strength when yours runs out. You are not weak for needing rest. You are not faithless for feeling tired. You are not less spiritual for crying at night. You are human. And I made you that way. But I also made you to walk with me so that when your strength fails, mine steps in. I know there are things that keep you up at night. Questions that haven't been answered, prayers that feel unanswered, dreams that feel delayed. But I want you to hear me clearly. Delay is not denial, and silence is not absence. Just because you don't see me moving doesn't mean I'm not working behind the scenes. I am arranging details you don't yet know. I am preparing doors that no man can shut. I am aligning hearts, shifting situations, creating provision that will arrive exactly when needed. Do not lose faith. Not now. You are closer than you think. The enemy wants you to believe this is the end, that things won't get better, that I've forgotten you. But I speak now to crush every lie. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not finished. Your story is still unfolding. And the next chapter I am writing will be one of healing, redemption, and joy. I know the world around you feels unstable, but I remain unshaken. My promises have not changed. My word still stands. If you are exhausted, rest in me. If you are confused, ask me. If you are broken, bring me your pieces. I will not reject you. I will restore you. You may not understand the why of everything, but you can trust the who that's holding your life. My child, there is no shame in admitting you need me. In fact, that's when my power is made perfect in your weakness. I have not come to judge you harshly. I have come to hold you tenderly, to wipe your tears, to silence your fears, to remind you who you are. You are mine. My beloved child, I see how weary you've become. You've smiled in public while silently breaking in private. You've served others while secretly wondering if anyone truly sees you. You've encouraged those around you, even when your own heart was in need of a miracle. But let me ask you this. Why do you think you are alone in this? Why do you believe I've turned away? I have not. I never will. When others walked out of your life, I walked in closer. When your heart shattered under pressure, I cradled the pieces. You didn't notice me, but I was there in every quiet moment. You thought the silence meant I was absent. But, child, silence is where I do my deepest work. Do you remember that time you sat on the edge of your bed, holding back tears so no one else would hear? Do you remember when you whispered, "God, I can't do this anymore"? I was there. I was closer than the breath in your lungs. You didn't need perfect words. Your pain was the prayer. And I answered it not always in the way you imagined, but in the way you needed most. Don't lose faith now. You're standing on the edge of breakthrough. The enemy knows it. That's why the pressure has increased. But pressure doesn't destroy what I've built, it reveals it. My child, you weren't created to live life in your own strength. That's why you're tired. That's why you feel overwhelmed. You've been trying to do everything, fix everyone, carry every burden alone. But that's not what I've asked of you. I've said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Not performance, not striving. Rest. The kind of rest that quiets the noise in your mind. The kind that reminds you who you are and whose you are. You don't have to earn my love. You already have it. You don't have to prove your worth. I declared it on the cross. When I said, "It is finished," that included the shame you carry, the guilt you hide, the burdens you weren't meant to bear. So many people have walked away from you, but I never have. Not once. Even when you ran from me, I ran after you. Even when you pushed me away, I stayed. Because my love is not based on how strong you are. It is based on who I am. You may think you're failing, but I see you fighting. You may think you're falling, but I see you getting back up. You may think you're faithless, but I see you still listening even now. Because something deep in your soul knows, I'm not finished with you. You're right, child. Life hasn't been fair. You've been betrayed. You've been overlooked. You've been misjudged, misunderstood, and mistreated. But I am the God who redeems all things. Not some, all. I see the years that feel wasted. I see the opportunities that slip through your fingers. But I restore what was lost. I redeem what was broken. There is nothing in your story that I cannot use for my glory. So let go of the shame. Let go of the what ifs and should haves. Let go of the lie that says, it's too late. It's not too late. You are not too far. I am not done. Let them talk. Let them doubt you. Let them say whatever they want. Because soon I will prepare a table before you in the presence of those who doubted your calling. I will crown your obedience with peace. And I will show them not just who you are, but who I am in you. You don't need to explain yourself to the world. You only need to trust me. So if you're tired, rest. If you're grieving, cry. If you're afraid, lean on me. Because when you feel like you're at your weakest, that's when my strength is strongest. My beloved child, your faith is not measured by how loud your worship is, but how tightly you hold on to me in the dark. My beloved child, there is something I want you to understand today. My plans for you have not changed. Yes, I know you've been delayed. Yes, I know life hasn't gone the way you imagined. There have been detours, disappointments, broken promises, but not one moment of your life has escaped my attention. Not one tear has fallen without me noticing. You may feel forgotten, but you are engraved on the palm of my hand. You may feel abandoned, but I promised, I will never leave you nor forsake you. That promise still stands, even now. You're wondering, Lord, if your plans are good, then why so much pain? And I say to you gently, sometimes The very pain you want to escape is the fire I'm using to purify your faith. Not to harm you, but to prepare you. Because, child, what I have for you is too big for you to carry in your current state. Your character must grow to match the calling. Your trust must deepen to match the blessing. And your faith must become unshakable to handle the responsibility I'm placing in your hands. So yes, the process is uncomfortable, but it is also necessary. I never promised you a life without pain, but I did promise to use every ounce of it for a purpose. Every setback is setting you up. Every heartbreak is softening you for greater compassion. Every closed door is protecting you from what would have destroyed you. And every moment of waiting is strengthening your spiritual muscles. So don't lose faith in me because of what you see. Hold on to what I said. I told you I would finish the good work I started in you. I told you that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I told you that I have plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a future and a hope. You are not seeing delays, you are seeing divine redirection. Because I care not just about what you do, but who you become. Let me speak into your heart now. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not too old, too broken, too weak, too late. You are right on time for what I'm about to do. Even now, I am aligning people, places, and situations in your favor. Even now, I am shifting things behind the scenes. Even now, I am preparing doors that only I can open. And when I open them, no one can shut them. So breathe, child. Trust me again. Lift your eyes above the fog of fear and see me standing in the fire with you. I'm not pacing the floor of heaven, confused about your life. I'm seated because I reign. I'm not asking you to figure everything out. I'm asking you to follow me one step at a time. And when your faith starts to waver, come to me. Don't run from me in shame. Run to me in surrender. You're not weak for needing me. You're wise. The world may tell you to stay strong, but I tell you, stay connected, because in me, your strength is renewed. Your hope is restored. Your identity is reestablished. My child, don't be distracted by what they have. Don't compare your journey to theirs. You don't know the cost of their calling. You don't know the process they've walked through. You are not forgotten in the crowd. You are chosen, handpicked for something eternal. Your life is not a random collection of moments. It is a divine narrative, written by my hand, ordained by my love, sealed by my spirit. So today, lift your head, wipe your tears, take a deep breath, and hear me say it again. Don't lose faith. I'm not done with you. My beloved child, come close to me now. Let me speak into the deepest corners of your soul, the places you don't show anyone, the wounds even you have tried to forget, the pain you carry silently buried beneath the smile, beneath the strength. You've asked me in tears, why did I have to go through that? Why did they leave? Why did it have to hurt so much? Where were you, Lord? And child, I was there, in the heartbreak, in the silence, in the dark nights when your pillow was soaked with tears. I was there holding you, even when you didn't feel it. I wept with you. I stood guard over you when you were too tired to pray. I know it's hard to understand why I allowed certain things, why the prayers seemed unanswered, why the healing didn't come when you asked for it, why the loss was permitted. But my child, what I allow, I always redeem. Always. Nothing you've been through is wasted in my hands. Even the most broken pieces will become part of the masterpiece. I'm not the author of pain, but I am the master of turning pain into power, I can take what the enemy meant for evil and work it into something eternally good. I know it doesn't make the pain disappear, but let me give you perspective. Your pain has become the soil where purpose is growing. The tears you cried have watered the seeds of someone else's breakthrough. The battles you fought in silence will become someone else's survival story. Child, you've been fighting more than just for yourself. You've been breaking generational chains. The depression that tried to take you out, it ran in your family for years. But with me, it ends with you. The abandonment you felt as a child, you didn't even realize how deeply it shaped you. But I'm healing that wound now, because you were never meant to carry that shame. You were never meant to feel unloved, unseen, unwanted. You've always been mine. That anxiety that keeps rising, that overwhelming weight that crushes your chest at night, I see it, and I am speaking peace to it right now. Peace, be still. You're not too broken for me. You're not too far gone. You're not a lost cause. In fact, you're right where I need you to be to show you just how deeply I love you. Not because of what you do, not because of how perfectly you perform, but because you are mine. And I will never let you go. So take this moment, right now. Let the shame fall off your shoulders. Let the guilt be replaced with grace. Let the questions be silenced by my voice. You are not being punished, you are being positioned. You are not being buried, you are being planted. The pain didn't stop your purpose, it awakened it. The enemy thought it would destroy you. But look at you, you're still standing. You're still breathing. You're still holding on to me. And that is victory. You may feel weak, but your weakness is the doorway to my strength. You may feel weary, but I give power to the faint. And to those with no might, I increase strength. Come to me, right now, with your real emotions, with your unfiltered heart. You don't have to pretend with me. I already know. And I love you still. I don't love the strong version of you more than the broken one. I love the real you, the one who sometimes doubts, the one who gets tired, the one who questions, cries, feels lost, and still chooses to talk to me. That's faith. Not the absence of struggle, but the courage to keep trusting through it. So don't lose faith now. You're too close. I'm about to bring you into a place you couldn't reach on your own. The breakthrough will come. The healing will flow. The restoration will be undeniable. And when it does, you'll look back and know that every single tear was worth the glory you're about to step into. I am not done. I am not distant. I am not disappointed in you. I am right here, whispering peace to your soul, washing away the residue of past pain, and renewing your hope again. Hold on, child. You've made it through the worst. Now let me show you the best. Don't lose faith. You're walking into everything I promised you. My beloved child, I see that you're waiting. You've prayed. You've believed. You've hoped. You've cried. And still, the answer hasn't come the way you expected. You wonder if I've forgotten you. You wonder if you're being overlooked, if your prayers have gone unnoticed in the crowd of voices. But hear me clearly now, I have not forgotten you. Every word you whispered in the darkness, every silent plea you made when no one was watching, I saw it. I heard it. I bottled every tear. I recorded every cry. My child, you are not behind. You are not late. You are not missing out. You are right on time. My time. I know waiting is hard. It tests your faith. It stretches your patience. But it also refines your heart. In the waiting, I am preparing you not just for the blessing, but for the weight of the blessing. You see only delay. But I see development. You want the door to open. But I want you to be ready when it does. What if I told you the waiting wasn't a punishment, but a protection? That the very thing you thought I was withholding would have hurt you if given too soon? Trust me, child. I'm not just working on your future, I'm also working on you. Because when I bless you, I don't want you to crumble under the weight. I want you to thrive, to carry it with joy, to walk in it with maturity, humility, and authority. I'm not just building your life, I'm building your character, your resilience, your faith. So don't lose hope now. What you think is a delay is divine alignment. That job you lost, it wasn't your destiny. That relationship that ended, it was never meant to carry your forever. That opportunity that slipped away, I have something better, something custom designed for you. You've been asking me to open doors. But child, what if I told you you are the door? What I've placed inside you, the wisdom, the fire, the experience, the testimony, that's the breakthrough others are praying for. You're not just waiting for a miracle, you're becoming one. You're not just moving into blessings, you're becoming a blessing to many. And now is the season of restoration. Yes, you've lost time, you've lost people, you've lost confidence, but I, the Lord your God, am the restorer of all things. I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. I will bring beauty from your ashes. I will return what was stolen and multiply it. I will not only rebuild what was broken, I will rebuild it better, stronger, more beautiful than before. Your story is not over. In fact, this is the chapter where everything begins to shift. Don't measure your future by your past. Don't assume what was will define what will be. I do new things, things that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, minds have not imagined. Yes, the enemy tried. He tried to break you, tried to confuse you, tried to convince you to give up. But look at you, still here. But listen to me carefully now. You were chosen for this, not because you are the strongest, not because you are perfect, but because your heart is willing. I saw that, even when you doubted yourself, even when you felt inadequate, even when the world told you that you wouldn't make it. I looked beyond your fear and saw faith. I looked beyond your weakness and saw worship. I looked beyond your mistakes and saw purpose. You weren't picked randomly. I shaped you for this moment. I designed you with intentionality. I anointed you with my spirit. And what you've walked through was not punishment. It was preparation. The battles that nearly broke you, they taught you to lean on me. The silence that stretched your faith, it taught you to listen deeper. The rejection that wounded you, it taught you that my approval is enough. Child, you didn't go through all of that just to survive. You went through it to become unshakable, to become compassionate, to become my vessel, a carrier of my light in a dark world. You've been asking for promotion, but I've been giving you depth. You've been asking for a platform, but I've been giving you power. Because when I raise you up, I want the foundation to be firm. I didn't let you quit. Even when you begged to stop, even when you said, Lord, I can't do this anymore, I stood by you. I carried you when your strength failed. I comforted you when your tears had no voice. You survived the storm. You endured the fire. Not because you're lucky, but because you're chosen. There's oil on your life. Heaven sees it. Hell fears it. You were born for impact. You were shaped for influence. You are not just surviving, you are a warrior in my army. I didn't pick the flawless. I picked the faithful, the ones who would rise again, the ones who would worship even in the pain, the ones who would believe even when it hurts. And yes, you've been through seasons of confusion. You felt like you were walking blindfolded, but even then, I was ordering your steps. Do not despise your scars. They tell a story of redemption, of grace, of strength born in the fire. Others may see your outer smile, but I know the cost behind it, and I want you to know nothing was wasted. No tear, no trial, no lonely night, no desperate prayer. Everything is part of the masterpiece I am painting in your life. Even now, I am aligning the right people, the right doors, the right timing. You don't need to force it. You don't need to beg. What I have for you will find you because you're walking in my will. But this time, child, you'll walk differently. Not with fear, but with fire. Not with insecurity, but with boldness. Not with anxiety, but with confidence that comes from knowing who you are in me. You are royalty. You are redeemed. You are set apart. The world tried to label you, but I have already named you beloved, victorious, mine. So lift your eyes, straighten your spine, take back your joy, take back your authority. You are not a victim. You are more than a conqueror. And I promise you this, everything you went through will soon make sense. Every no will point to a better yes. Every closed door was me protecting you. Every delay was me preparing you. You're not lost. You're led. You're not overlooked. You're anointed. You're not forgotten. You are forever in my heart. The world may never know the full weight of what you carried, but I do, and I will reward you openly for what you endured privately. So don't lose faith now. You're closer than you think. Your breakthrough is nearer than you know. Your season is shifting, and when it does, it will be glorious. My beloved child, you have waited, wondered, and wept, but now I say to you, step forward. Step into what I've prepared. Step into your purpose. I know the fear that grips your heart, the fear of the unknown, the what-ifs that whisper in your mind. What if I fail? What if I'm not enough? What if it doesn't work? But child, hear me. You are not stepping alone. You are stepping with me. And when you walk with me, you walk in authority, in peace, in power. The enemy tried to make you afraid of your own calling. He tried to shrink you down to doubt, to make you question what I have already confirmed. But today, I silence those lies. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are on assignment. Yes, you may feel small, but that's where my greatness shines. You may feel unqualified, but that's where my grace qualifies you. I'm not calling you to be perfect. I'm calling you to be willing, to trust me, even when the path is unfamiliar. Stop rehearsing your failures. Stop disqualifying yourself because of your past. Don't you know? I use broken vessels to pour out my glory. I use the wounded to bring healing. I use the overlooked to make a statement to the world. This is what my power can do. So don't be afraid to rise. Don't be afraid to shine. The world needs your voice. It needs your story. It needs your light. You've hidden long enough. You've waited long enough. You've played small long enough. Now, step into the place I've prepared for you. Don't wait for everyone's approval. Some won't understand your calling, and that's okay. I didn't ask them. I called you. I spoke to you. I placed the fire in your bones, and that fire is not going out. Not now. Not after everything you've survived. Not after all I've brought you through. Do you feel that stirring inside you? That's me. That's purpose awakening. That's vision returning. That's the breath of heaven reminding you, you're not done. There is more to write, more to build, more to give, more to dream, and yes, more to receive. You don't have to figure it all out today. You just have to trust me one step at a time. And I promise, I will lead you. I will guide you. I will hold your hand through it all. No door will open too early. No blessing will arrive too late. Everything I've planned for you will happen in perfect timing. So stop letting fear steal your focus. Stop letting comparison cloud your clarity. You are not behind. You are right on time with me. There's a reason you feel the urgency. There's a reason your heart is being stirred again. Because I'm calling you out of hiding. No more holding back. No more shrinking to fit into spaces I never designed for you. Stand tall. Speak boldly. Love deeply. Forgive quickly. And move forward freely. I go before you. I walk beside you. I cover you from behind. You are not alone in this calling. I will defend you. I will promote you. I will establish you. And as you obey, I will pour out blessings beyond what you imagined. Not because you earned it, but because I love you. Because you trusted me. Because you remained faithful in the dark. So, my child, are you ready? Let go of what's behind. Step into what's ahead. You've cried long enough. Now it's time to dance. You've waited in the hallway. Now the door is opening. Go forward in faith. Go forward in joy. Go forward in power. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your season. And I am with you. Every step, every breath, every battle, every victory. Now go, and do not lose faith. Now that you've taken a step forward, let's talk about the wounds you still carry. Yes, I see them. The ones you hide behind your smile. The ones time didn't heal. The ones you tried to ignore, but still ache in silence. That moment when someone walked away. That betrayal you never saw coming. The words that cut deep and lingered for years. The guilt, the shame, the if only I had thoughts that follow you. You think you've buried it. But I see how it affects your joy. I see how it stops you from fully trusting. I see how it creates distance between you and others, and even between you and me. But today, I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to heal you. Bring it to me. All of it. The tears, the confusion, the anger, the silence, even the parts you don't have words for. Bring them into my presence. I will not reject you. I will not turn away. I will not say, you should be over this by now. I will sit with you in it, hold you through it, and walk you out of it. For too long, you've been surviving, smiling while bleeding, functioning while fractured, serving others while silently suffering. But I did not create you to just survive. I came to give you life and life more abundantly. That includes a heart that is whole, a mind that is at peace, a soul that is not tormented by the past. Let me show you that it's possible to feel joy again, to wake up without the weight, to laugh without faking it, to love without fear, to believe again. I know you've been hurt, and you've built walls to protect yourself. But those same walls are now caging you in. It's time to open them. It's time to trust me to heal what people broke. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too damaged to be restored. You are not too far gone for redemption. In fact, the very places you feel weakest, that's where my power will shine brightest. The pain you thought would define your life, it will become part of your testimony. The wound that nearly broke you, it will become a scar that tells a story of grace. And every tear you cried, I've caught them Not one has been wasted. They are seeds, and a harvest of healing is coming. You don't need to fix yourself. Just bring yourself. Let me do what only I can do. Let me reach into the places even you've stopped looking. Let me breathe life where pain made everything feel numb. It's okay to grieve what you lost, but don't grieve forever, because I'm about to restore. I will give you beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, a garment of praise for your spirit of heaviness. You may have been rejected by people, but you are chosen by me. You may have been left by others, but I will never leave you. Let my love become the home your heart always needed. Let my presence be your safe place. Let my truth rewrite the lies you believed about yourself. You are not hard to love. You are not a burden. You are not disposable. You are mine. You are seen. You are wanted. You are loved. And the healing that begins today, it will touch every area of your life. It will change the way you see yourself.